Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you joined me again. I want to give a special thanks to all 50 of my new subscribers. It's amazing. I've put out a few videos. I've got 50 subscribers, so a special thanks to you guys. And please, if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and go down there and subscribe for me and hit the thumbs up button. I promise you, in the future, my videos are going to get better and better. And also, leave your name
down in the comments below
of this video, because in the future, whenever I hit it big and I'm a big time YouTuber, I'm going to go back to this very video. I'm going to look for some of the names, put you guys in a hat, and you're going to get rewarded in some way. That being said, this video is going to be about So You Want Chickens. There's a ton of things that you would want to consider before you go buy chickens. You would not want to just go out to the local place that sells chickens around here, Tractor Supply, and just go buy them because they look so cute. There's far more to consider than that. That would be a disaster, perhaps. So we're going to go over just a brief overview of some things you should consider to get started. You would need to do a lot more research as well. And if you have any questions specifically about it, go ahead and put it in the comments and I will definitely address it in a video. We're going to be covering things of like just why do you want chickens? It's a big consideration. Also, what breed would you like to start out with? And then how many chickens, your spacing and all that. And another thing that we will look at is where should you buy your chickens? There's a lot of options, a lot of great options out there, and I'll briefly go over a few of those. So anyway, let's get started. So your first consideration should be, why do I want chickens? What is my reason for wanting chickens? People want them for a variety of different reasons, and only you know why you want chickens. Is it that you want fresh eggs for your family every day? Do you want meat birds? Do you want just a pet? Perhaps just entertainment for your family, which all chickens are entertaining, so that's a good reason. Or are you looking for pest control? Some people actually have chickens because they want them to run around their property and eat the bugs, and then their side benefit is, yeah, I can collect some eggs every once in a while. So what is your main goal, your main reason for wanting backyard chickens? And then you can go from there and say, what breed checks off my number one? Say number one is going to be a pet bird. So you're going to find out what birds are more docile, which ones are better for children, for young children. Or if it's egg production, you're going to want to find what breed is going to lay the most eggs, that 200 250, 300 eggs per year. So that's where you would want to focus. And there are websites that will go through and show you what breeds are better for what things. And I'll link a couple down below in the description, and then you can go there and kind of do your own research. Traits for these birds, like egg production, what birds are better for children, which ones are more calm. It varies from website to website, so it will give you a basic idea and a basic understanding of what birds might be better for you. Some websites will say Australorps are the best egg layers, which they do hold the record for the most eggs laid in a year at this time. Some may say Rhode Island Reds are the best. They're all very good egg producers, so you'd want to maybe look at their other traits and just kind of make the decision on which ones you would like to start with and which ones check off those boxes for you. And so the second consideration you should think about is, where do I get my chickens? There's a lot of great options out there to get your chickens. A lot of people are of course raising backyard chickens, and even probably around where you live a lot of people are doing that. So you could check with your neighbors. Sometimes they have chickens that they want to perhaps sell, and even if you get lucky, they may even just want to give away a few chickens. You know, a lot of people that have chickens, they're enthusiastic about it, and it makes them happy to, you know, hatch out some eggs and then get them to you. So that is a reasonable thing to consider in order to get them from neighbors. Also, you can look at Facebook Marketplace or the different Facebook groups. I am a member of several Facebook groups, including like Backyard Chickens, and you can do it where they're local groups, and so you can ask around, hey, who's got this type of bird for sale, or you know, they post saying, I've got chicks, you know, I need to get rid of some. That's where I bought some of my Australorp hens. I was just checking around on my groups. A lady had some Australorp chickens. She had some hens and some chicks, so I got a few of each. So it was a great way to get some birds and also source them locally, so you can help out your own community. Another way is online hatcheries. So there are a lot of online hatcheries that sell birds, and a benefit to that is they will sell you sexed birds, so you can make sure you get all hens, which I do recommend. If you're starting out, do that and get hens. You definitely do not need a rooster in order to produce eggs. When you get them from an online hatchery, if they are sexed, about 1 in 10, it's going to be a mess up, and it will be a rooster. So you need to have a contingency plan for that. If you get a rooster, what to do with it. When you buy them from your neighbors, when you buy them from these local Facebook groups or something like that, even if you go to your local Tractor Supply or Atwoods and you get them, more than likely it's going to be a straight run. And what that means when it's a straight run is you don't know if they're hens or roosters. So you're definitely going to get some roosters, and you'll have to find out what to do with those. So go ahead and get a group that you know what they are. And also you'll need to consider what size birds are you going to buy in the beginning. So your options would be day-old chicks, pullets, or full-grown hens. The day-old chicks are going to be much more involved. You're going to have a brooder, and you're going to have a heat source for them and raise them up. Keep them, of course, protected from everything. So they're a lot more involved. You can get pullets, which are between the age of basically 16 to 24 weeks old. Sometimes pullets have just started to begin laying eggs. When you get them, you're gonna get egg production pretty quick. You do, of course, all chickens you have to keep protected and keep cats and predators away from. But anyway, the pullets, they're going to be laying eggs for you very quickly. If you get a hen that's a year old, of course, she's going to be laying, and then she'll have several more years to lay. If you get the full-grown birds, you know, a year old, they're not going to bond with you as easily. It'll take some work. They'll tend to be a little bit skittish and flighty around you because they're just not used to you. The chicks, when they're real little, you can't really hand feed them. They'll run away from you. But once they start getting about a month old, then you can literally feed them out of your hand, and they will bond with you very quickly. That's a really fun age to have the chickens, about a month and a half old, because they really start eating out of your hand. They'll climb up and jump on you and all that. That's a benefit for getting the pullet size. And then, of course, if you're wanting them as pets, it's probably best to start out with the day-old chicks or the pullets. Okay, so now we went over why we want to get chickens, so that would determine what breed we would like to get. Also, we went over where to get chickens, multiple places to get them. And the next thing we're going to talk about is how many chickens should we get. A lot of that's going to be determined by the space that we have, where we live, and of course what we're wanting them for. If we're wanting them for, egg laying purposes, so we can have eggs every day, how many eggs does your family eat? Is it crucial that you have them every single day? A lot of these chicken breeds will lay an egg a day or pretty close to it. That would kind of determine how many you would like to buy. I would recommend that you buy no less than 4. They're a very social animal, and they like to interact with each other, so you wouldn't want to have just 1 or even 2. I think personally, minimum 4 chickens is where you need to be. Also, in cities, a lot of cities have rules on how many chickens you can have. Some of them say you can only have 5 to 8 hens. So you would need to check with them, and then a lot of times they say no roosters at all. Also, do you have an HOA? They'll determine if you can have chickens or not, and most HOAs are not going to allow chickens. So in that case, what I would probably do is just sell my house, move to the country, and live the way that I want to. But that's, of course, up to you to decide. In this video, we went over why do you want to buy chickens, and that would determine the breed, and then also where to source your chickens. Online, you can do these things through online hatcheries. You can do them on different Facebook groups, or just local, perhaps your neighbors have chickens around that you could purchase them from. Also, how many chickens should you keep? So anyway, you should do a little bit more research, of course, on this to narrow it down. So I made this video just to get you to think a little bit about buying chickens and what you should consider. There's a lot more to consider than this, but it could get you started. Thanks so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe and comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video.